He laughed like he'd already won. But the judge's face suddenly changed, and that's when everything flipped. Let me take you back. We were that picture-perfect couple everyone admired, at least from the outside. High school sweethearts turned power couple. Jason, my ex-husband, was the golden boy, tall, charming, successful. He started a tech company that took off fast, and soon we were living in a downtown penthouse, driving cars we didn't need and traveling like we had all the time in the world. Me. I was the supportive wife. I put my dreams on hold so he could chase his. I worked 2 jobs while he built his startup. I paid the rent. I cooked the meals. I believed in him when nobody else did. Then he made it, and I slowly disappeared from his world. It started with late nights, then missed calls. Then I found a receipt for a hotel I'd never been to, 2 hours away. I ignored it. I made excuses, but deep down I already knew. I confronted him once. He just smirked and said, "You wouldn't understand. You don't know what stress does to a man." That was his excuse, for cheating, for lying, for treating me like an afterthought. I told myself I'd leave, but I stayed, until the day I found out he was planning to divorce me. Not face to face. No. I found the email draft on his iPad, an email to his lawyer. He had it all planned out like a business transaction. "Once she signs the papers, I'll finally be free." That line broke me. But then I read the part that changed everything. The prenup ensures she gets nothing. I'll keep the condo, the car, the stocks, everything. Wait, prenup? That's funny. Because I never signed one. Flashback to 2 weeks before our wedding. Jason brought it up out of nowhere. Just something simple. Standard. You know, in case things go south. Not that they will. I was hurt, but I agreed to look at it. But here's the thing, I never signed it. I told him I needed time. We argued. He backed off. And we never brought it up again. Turns out, he told his lawyer I signed it and had it filed properly. But he never followed up. Guess he got too comfortable. Too confident. Fast forward to the courtroom. The day of our divorce hearing. He showed up in a tailored navy suit, grinning like a man cashing in a lottery ticket. His new girlfriend, yes, she came too, sat in the back chewing gum like it was a reality show. Me. I wore black. Not for mourning. For rebirth. He barely looked at me as he signed the divorce papers. Didn't flinch. Just smiled that smug smile of his and passed the papers to the judge like he was handing over a dinner bill. "Everything's been handled, Your Honor," his lawyer said confidently. "There's a prenuptial agreement filed." And then, the judge adjusted his glasses. He looked at the file. Then frowned. "There's no legally filed prenuptial agreement in this case," he said, flipping through pages. "Only a draft, unsigned." Jason blinked. "No, that can't be right," his lawyer stammered. "We filed it before the wedding." The judge shook his head. "I'm looking at the county records now. There's no official filing. No signatures. Nothing binding." That's when Jason's smile finally disappeared. He leaned over to his lawyer. Whispered something. His lawyer whispered back. Their faces turned pale. I sat quietly. Waiting. Then the judge turned to me. "Mrs. Carter, based on state law, and due to the absence of a valid prenuptial agreement, you are entitled to a full and equitable division of assets acquired during the marriage." Jason stood up. "But she didn't, this isn't." The judge raised a hand. "Sir, sit down." Suddenly the entire courtroom shifted. Jason, who walked in ready to toss me aside like last week's paper, was now panicking. His lawyer tried to argue. Tried to delay. Tried to claim the draft was intentional. But it didn't matter. The law was clear. Everything he thought was his? Now on the table. Half the company's value. Half the penthouse. Half the investment accounts. The car. The art. Even the stupid espresso machine he loved more than conversation. I didn't smile. I didn't gloat. I just stood up, looked him in the eyes and said, "Next time, don't underestimate the quiet ones." Weeks later, his girlfriend left him, probably when she realized the money wasn't guaranteed. His company took a hit after word got out about his divorce and mismanagement. Investors pulled out. I moved into a smaller place. Took my half and started a business I'd been dreaming of for years. A cozy cafe and bookstore by the lake. Nothing fancy, but mine. Sometimes people ask me, "Don't you feel bad about taking all that?" And I say, no. I built that life too. I just didn't take credit for it, Until now. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a powerful story drop.